Age of Empires 4 has some news. There is going to be a new DLC with 4 new variant civilizations. Now, I got to admit, I was a little disappointed when I did first see it was just variant civs, but once I started having a look at them all and delving into how different each one was, my hopes were lifted. And especially as one of the civs is basically a full elephant civ, which is incredible, and one of the elephants just has a giant springald on its back, which looks hilarious, and I love it. So if we have a look at the Dynasties of the East breakdown, they say you can expand your legacy, explore the unknown. Step into a bold new chapter of Age of Empires 4 with Dynasties of the East, an exciting new expansion introducing 4 variant civilizations with unique gameplay mechanics and a new single-player game mode that will redefine your way to play Age of Empires. Dynasties of the East brings with it 8 unique maps and 6 stunning biomes that will add to your experience in single-player and multiplayer matches. Now, the single-player game mode is the Crucible. I would love to see it become co-op. I think that would be huge for the game. I know I have a couple of friends who would definitely be into a kind of tower defense game mode, horde defense in Age of Empires 4. I think that would be very popular. So what are the 4 new civilizations coming to the Dynasties of the East? They are the Golden Horde, which is the Mongol variant. It says, ditch nomadic complexity for a powerful centralized force led by a combat-hardened Khan and his elite guard. Build multiple Uvus, amass large armies, and make critical strategic decisions from the seat of the Khan, the Golden Tent. Gather your forces and prepare for a glorious charge into battle. So, yeah, doing away with the more nomadic and raiding kind of way that the Mongols work, I suppose, for more putting down an actual base and expanding from there. Sounds pretty interesting. I certainly haven't played the Mongols much. I don't know why. I should definitely give them a go, having played this game for like 4 years, but they are probably one of my least played civs, so maybe the Golden Horde will be an answer for me to play the Mongols. And the second variant is the Byzantines variant, and this is the Macedonian dynasty. Command a force of powerful and foreign-born warriors known as the Varangians, and charge into battle as the Macedonian dynasty. Ruled by Emperor Basil II, at the height of his power, this variant civilization brings with it unique resources and technologies focused on rapid growth and conquest. Fortified by a rich economy, the Macedonian dynasty produces and trades in silver to strengthen their forces. So I think they're doing away with olive oil and replacing it with silver, so it will play very differently to the Byzantines. I also haven't seen any of their cisterns in the screenshots, so I think doing away with that, it might be a much simpler way to play the Byzantines, although they do still have that 5th resource. We can only speculate for now, but they sound interesting, very heavily military focused by the sounds of things, again with mercenary forces, but less varied, I suppose. These are all Varangians this time. So yeah, very nice. Next up is Sengoku Daimyo. This is a Japanese variant. Rewrite your clan's destiny in the fractured Sengoku era. Pledge allegiance to rival banners, Takeda, Odo, or Hojo, each offering distinct bonuses, units, and technologies. And it says to customize your civilization's progression by dedicating daimyo estates to fuel factional power and strategic depth. I think they have dedicated pages on each of the civs, which I will go over. I think this one's going to need a bit more explaining, because this sounds, I guess possibly similar to how the Ayyubids age up, maybe. Like they can choose a different one per age, or maybe these are completely separate per age, and they can still age up separately and then also pledge allegiance to something else. It's kind of, I mean, they did something similar-ish with the Templars. We'll have to see. Again, sounds very interesting and quite a departure from how the Japanese currently play. And number 4 is the Delhi Sultanate variant, the Tughlaq dynasty. So many dynasties coming in. We've got the Macedonian dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, and obviously there's already a bunch of dynasties in the game. So this one, Tughlaq dynasty, take charge of this large and long-reigning dynasty built through astute political rule. Appoint powerful governors who bring their own adept craft to the table with a brand new governorship system. Varied in battlefield strategies, the Tughlaq dynasty brings with it 2 new elephant units. Strengthen your economy with the worker elephant and engage in a new way to siege with the Ballistaphant elephant, which is the best thing out of all of this DLC. Easily stick some siege equipment on an elephant. Yes, hilarious. Let's go. So this sounds like they're getting 4 new elephants, so 2 like combat units. I think 1 replaces the horseman, so that'll be interesting. And also a worker elephant and a ballista elephant. Oh, the 4th one is amazing. They've just stuck a couple of imams on the top. They're not even sat down, I don't think. They're just stood up, so they've got tremendous sense of balance while they're inspiring and healing all of their allies atop an elephant. Absolutely love this. Yeah, go wild, Age of Empires 4. Yes, and also something to do with the governorship system, which again I'm sure they'll break down on the dedicated variant Civ page. And it says, each civilization included in Dynasties of the East brings with them distinct strength, strategies, and historical flavor, offering new ways to master the art of war. And I'm sure it will, with those elephant ballista. Awesome. So the other big thing, and I think honestly this could be huge if it's as good as it sounds, is a new game mode. It's a roguelite RTS experience, says the advertising page, and it's called the Crucible. It says it redefines what's possible in an Age of Empires game. Built to encourage strategic exploration, the Crucible fuses classic RTS mechanics with shifting battle conditions, evolving enemies, and unpredictable twists that test your ability to adapt. You've conquered history, now conquer the unknown. Each bout within the Crucible is a unique journey, featuring unpredictable challenges, escalating difficulty, and dynamic objectives that test your ability to create strategies on the fly. With permanent meta progression and procedurally populated missions, the Crucible offers a fresh way to experience your favorite civilizations and a compelling new reason to return again and again. Whether you're chasing your next personal best or experimenting with different playstyles, this is Age of Empires 4 like you've never played before. The Crucible is a challenge of endurance, strategy, and luck. Hold out against endless waves and dynamic missions that change every time you play. All roads lead to your wonder, and the enemy is coming. Packed with a mixture of exciting changes to the Age of Empires 4 gameplay, the Crucible depends on your wonder is the key to victory. It must be protected at all costs. Earn medals by surviving as long as possible. Enemy attacks will escalate as the mission progresses. Boons are powerful upgrades and abilities that you can select during a mission. You will periodically be offered a selection to choose from. Build a unique set of boons to crush your enemies. Every mission has 2 optional objectives that are chosen randomly. Objectives are revealed at the start of the mission. Complete them to earn powerful rewards. Use perk points to unlock permanent upgrades between missions. The longer you survive, the more points you can earn, and take on greater challenges as your power grows. Points of interest are smaller optional challenges that are hidden around the map. Find them and defeat their guardians to claim their rewards. So, I mean, there's a lot going on here. It sounds right up my street. I absolutely love a sort of tower defense mode, and so far Age of Empires hasn't really had that, but this sounds pretty close, and I do like the meta progression. So as you play more and more, you'll get stronger and stronger, and I presume hold out longer and longer and complete further objectives. This honestly sounds really fun. My one gripe is that it's single player. I think this sounds like it could be huge if it was co-op. I know I have a couple of friends who I'm sure would join me in playing quite a few of these modes of the Crucible. Maybe that's something down the line if it seems to be successful. I kind of hope. I know a lot of people don't really care too much about cosmetics and other things like that, but if you can actually unlock maybe cosmetics, banners or icons or things like that for use in other areas of the game, I think that would always be good. I don't know, I'm a kind of sucker for that kind of thing, showing off like recent achievements and things like that. So that would be cool. I'm really excited to try this mode out. It sounds great. As soon as it's out, I'll definitely be recording some of those. And hopefully we get a bit more information. I think tomorrow, the 21st, they're doing a bigger demonstration. So we might even get a full playthrough of this mode. We can definitely break down some things there if we do. The last few things on this page, which we did mention earlier, is the 6 new biomes, some new maps. So 8 new maps. And it says that they offer something for everyone, ranging from competitive layouts built to foster challenges to more casual and novel experiences. And they are craters, nomadic tarns and ridges, and something called Cliff Sanity, which sounds very, very fun. I mean, I think people underestimate, oh, maybe they don't, maybe I underestimate just how much the maps can change the way a game feels and plays out. I mean, I mainly play Land Mega Random Nomads, and that can just change a whole game depending on your spawn and enemy spawns and how the map sort of dictates how the game goes. So this sounds pretty good. I'm all for it. I'm all for diversity in the maps and the biomes. There's a lot here. And that was just a little breakdown, a little chat to see what it was all about to begin with. There's a bunch of images that I've downloaded, and I'm going to go through them variant civ by variant civ. And then probably, because I think there are a few images and video of the Crucible as well, maybe we'll try and discern what's going on with that game mode. But if you do want to see that, subscribe and like for some more videos. Thank you for watching. It's been a while. I've been busy in real life, so I'm actually free now to make lots of videos. So they will be coming thick and fast over the next coming weeks. So I will see you there. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.